Hey guys, so for my tutorial I am going to teach you guys how to enable a scrolling page on one of your artboards. So I'm sure that probably a handful of you have already figured out how to do this on your own, and there are also maybe some of you who are like myself who had some trouble on figuring this out, but luckily I figured it out on my own and I hope to pass this useful information along to you guys. So without further ado, let's get started. So for starters, you make a new artboard that is the same size as whatever screen you are going to use. So in my case, I chose XR, XS Max, 11, etc., etc. Now, after you've created your artboard, to save you a bit of time and grief, I suggest that you add and lock into place any object or background that you want fixed to the artboard. And what I mean by that is as you're scrolling through the different options, these particular objects that I'm talking about stay in place. They do not move. So, obviously I don't want my background to move. So, I'm going to move this here, and before I lock it into place, I'm going to check this box here, fix position when scrolling, so that it doesn't move when scrolling, and then hit Command L to lock it into place. And then I got my menu bar here. I'd prefer that to stay on the screen. And yes, always make sure that you check this fix position when scrolling box before hitting Command L to lock it into place. I mean, you can always go back and unlock it and then check the box and then lock it again, but it'll save you time to not have to go back. Okay, so now that I have all of my fixed items here, I am going to reselect this artboard, and then go over to scrolling, and I believe normally it starts out at none by default, or at least that's what it did with me. I'm not sure about the rest of you guys, but anyway, you make sure that you select vertical. I mean, what other option is there? And then this viewport height, which here is 896, the viewport height is how much of your screen can be seen before you start scrolling. So yeah, in the iPhone XR, XS Max, and 11's case, it is 896. It doesn't say what the unit of measurement is. I'm guessing it's pixels. I don't freaking know. So after you have all that selected, you can take the bottom of your artboard here, and you can scroll on down for however long your list of items are. And this little guy here should be popped up with I'm not sure if you can see it, little bitty dots there and dashes there to symbolize the bottom of your viewport height, which is the same as the actual height of your artboard. So, now that you have that squared away, you can add whatever you want that you want to scroll through. So in this case, I'm going to add like a bunch of colored rectangles. Then I'll just do a repeat grid. Da-da-da-da. I'll stop there. Then group that. Now, it does look about done, right? Well, before it is done, you have to make sure that these different options here, so in this case all these rectangles, are below any fixed item that you want these to scroll under. So in this case I want these to, yes, scroll over the background, obviously, but I want the menu bar and this golden lotus heading up here to be fixed over all the scrolling. So to fix that, go to your artboards and select all the options that you want to have scrolled. And now these are under the Golden Lotus heading and the menu bar. Okay, so once that is all squared away, then you should be all set. I will go to prototype, and this is just for the tutorial. I'm going to make this the home page so that way when I do the prototype playback, it goes right to this screen. And this is what it should look like. Ta-da! And yep, as you can see, the background is fixed and under all these options, and the menu bar that's looking pretty bare, and the Golden Lotus heading and gradient is over top of it. And none of the three are moving, so they're all fixed. And yeah, that's all there is to it.